deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go!
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Here's the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Mahomes going to throw. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on first and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Brings up second and 7.
180! 1, 2, 3.
Throwing again on second down. Mahomes flushed out right. He'll try and run it. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
Yellow! 180! 15! Come on, QB, come on!
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up fourth down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. Mahomes going to go on fourth down. He is going to find Hill here. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
Here we go, here we go.
57.
Check!
They'll run with the backup. This is Williams. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
It's easy work, and it's coming again.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
35-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5.
Yellow!
57's Mike.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's third down.
Yellow!
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is third and short.
Watch the screen! Watch the screen!
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
First down, Chiefs.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
On these two.
On second down, Williams. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
That's it,
And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 17.
We got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. Flush to his right. He's got his man. It's Williams. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Right. I got Willie.
Push him back. Push him back. Watch.
They'll run it with Williams. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
Partner, I think we can all agree that that was a pretty darn good opening drive right there. And the key to it all, going for it on 4th down earlier in the drive. Set a tone for it. And the best part, they made it pay off.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Let's go, baby.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 30.
Ball up to the 35 now
56,
as they
right there,
come
right
up
there,
on
56.
1st and 10.
He can't hang.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd
You don't
down.
want no problem
Well,
with
it's
me.
time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 15, 1st down Seahawks.
Check 56. Danny.
At the 46-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he's got this down to the 35. 10 yards and a Seattle 1st down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy?
On 1st down, Carson. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
I'm trying to collect.
Body.
The twins. Check.
Here's Carson. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
56, right there, 56. Here we go, D. Here I come.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Open man is Jacob Hollister. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 18.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence.
Check it back,
Found
check
the
it
hole
back.
in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Off the edge, the sack by Reggie Ragland. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now it's Wilson. Dumps this one off to Chris Carson. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here we go.
On 3rd and goal, Wilson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again. Check safety. Check safety.
15.
Crunch.
Check 15.
Check 13.
On 2nd down, it's Williams. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Last stop.
No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Now here's Mahomes. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first. 2 minutes to play in this first half, 7-3, our score.
Yellow.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. There are none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be marked down all the way inside the KC 10. A big play there just before halftime. 63 yards. From the shotgun, Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson there to make the grab as his guys are back within a single score. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Baby. Let's go!
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but it's still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Let's go on, 80.
Watch tight end.
On on 2nd and 9. Mahomes flushed out right. Able to get away. Powers through. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack.
Yellow.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Kill.
Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
Wait. Watch the line, Eddie. Hey, 43.
It's our field. Hey, it's our house. He's coming. Double up.
Watch it.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. A gutsy call there. You exit the locker room with a lead. Tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They were already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Carson. And he's got this down to the 35. 1st down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Watch that.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another 1st down. And they had great field position to start, but boy, they did a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll toss it out to Carson. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything, change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Here we go.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Yellow.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Bring it.
15. 15, 15.
Hey, check. Bravo. Mike 57.
Hey.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Forced out to his left. He'll run it. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Oh, boy,
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
In your face.
To throw again on second down. Mahomes. It's Hill. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And he's got this down to the 35. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the two tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
Yeah, baby.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On 2nd and 7, Mahomes escaping the pressure right. Gets this one to Hill. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 32 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post-grab?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They run it with Carson. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
Tick.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. Open man is Gordon, complete. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. From 13 yards out, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. Now Wilson throws right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. All even as we get ready to start the fourth.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
Yellow.
57's the mic. 57.
Throwing on second down. Mahomes eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's third down now. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Flush to his right. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He was trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Mahomes throwing on 4th. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free. So now I need an explanation for that one, Charles. You're tied, 4th quarter, deep in your own territory. What was going on in their mind?
I can't even begin to imagine. I understand being aggressive. You know, how many times have you looked at me and said, are you crazy? Why would you say go for it there? I wouldn't in this situation. I'm not sure what he was thinking other than maybe he doesn't believe in his defense at all anymore. He just says, I've got to go for it in this situation. But his meeting, the head coach's meeting with the GM and the owner, that's going to be an interesting one because he's going to have to offer an explanation for this one. And how about the defense? They had to look across the field and go, that's the ultimate disrespect, isn't it?
Yep. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, watch the slant.
Watch the safety cut.
They run again with Carson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Let's go. Let's do it.
It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And they will take a 7-point lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Now Mahomes. He's going to wind up and air it out. It's caught inside the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a gain of 35. Throwing now is Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
43! 43!
At the 13-yard line.
On second down, it's Williams. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. Almost like, it's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Jadeveon Clowney picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Single.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
Hey, check Mike.
They go play action. Now Mahomes out to his left. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Hey, color.
57's Mike. Mike 57.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Open man is him. He's got it. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up.
I know one thing. The team that had the ball and was driving, they're going to feel horrible. But the team that was on defense, I think we got to give a little bit of credit, able to hang in there and force a key turnover.
In the red zone, though, had a chance to tie it and an opportunity missed. Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Carson. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
14, Friday.
Now Wilson. He's got Lockett. A 3rd down gain of 19. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Throwing now is Wilson. That's complete. It's Gordon. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
This is Carson. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 8. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
Pick the edge. Come.
And indeed, they will keep it on the ground. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. A good gain there on 3rd and 8 of 7 yards, and now a decision here on 4th and 1. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Check 31.
Check 50, check 50.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 44 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. One more extra point attempt for good measure. It's up and it's good as they tack on one more to what's going to be a very satisfying victory. So we had action to the very end of this one. The score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end, and you know some coaches preach that and tell their teams that's what I want all the time, and they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for